include Scary Movie 2, Nutty Professor, a movie called Something New. And so I've done the Emmys, Oscars, the Image Awards. So I've done a lot in those 16 years. But today, what I want to go through is how to maintain and take care of African American hair, or hair that simply just has texture. This is my model today. Her name is Starla. And as you can see, her hair is very thick. And in looking at Starla's hair, the first thing somebody would probably say is her hair is thick and it's coarse. But actually, the texture of Starla's hair, there's three different textures. The first one is fine, medium, and coarse. And what determines the texture of a person's hair is the diameter of the strand. And a lot of times you can have two different textures on one head. And when Starla has a medium texture on top, but towards the nape area, her hair is coarse. So she has two different textures. Now when you think about types of hair, there are many different types. There's long, there's straight, there's curly, there's wavy. So the type of texture hair that Starla has is excessively curly to kinky texture hair. But you got color treated hair. Sometimes when people say, oh, she has black hair, when I hear someone say that, it just means that, to me, that her hair color is black. It doesn't tell me that it's fine or medium and that it's kinky or that it's curly or that it's straight. It just denotes a color to me. So unless they tell me, you know, the type and texture of the hair, it really doesn't mean anything. Now, Starla has a lot of hair because she has very good density. And density is the amount of hair that's actually on the head, okay? So throughout the day, I'll be sharing a lot of information. I don't claim to know everything, but the things that I do know, I do not mind sharing. If you guys have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask. There's no such thing as a silly question. It's only silly if you don't ask, because most of you guys could be thinking the same thing and neither one of you ask, okay?
Good, I do have a question. You said her hair is kinky, curly kinky. Right now, is her hair straightened or blow dried straight, or?
The question was asked, what would her hair be considered right now?
Yeah,
Or what?
I mean, if she's got kinky or curly kinky hair, her hair is not curly right now. So
When
is
her-
something done to her hair right now already?
The question was asked, what have I done to her hair so far? When her hair is wet, it's in its kinky, excessively curly look. And what I've done right now is I've gone through and I just blow dried it. And I didn't blow dry it for it to be straight. I only blow dried it to free it from tangles and to make sure that it's dry. Because I'm gonna go in with my thermal combs and my flat iron to actually make it straight. And what I want to do is have Starla walk around really quick so you guys can feel how it's one texture here and another texture under here. So really quick, I'm gonna have her walk around. Now you had a question in the back?
That's what I was gonna ask, if I can touch it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna walk you through everything that I did up until this. So if you feel how it's two different textures, and it's not uncommon to have two different textures on one head.
Yeah, I definitely feel it.
Do you really uncomfortable?
I'm kind of curious on how.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't mind.
I'm okay.
So,
It's not her first walk in the park.
right?
Like, oh. It's like her, is it like her, just the perimeter here is coarse and then the rest of it's fine?
From the occipital down, which is
Yeah.
from here down, it feels like a different texture. And then the crown area is more of a medium texture, but the bottom is more medium coarse.
Is that normal for people to have a heavier texture at the nape of your neck?
You know what, each person is different because the question was asked, is it normal for the texture to be coarser in the occipital area down? It just varies, each person is different. Now, I've had clients who their hair is like baby fine around here, but it's curly up here, and then it's more straight back here. Each person is different, so you always want to analyze your client's hair before you actually start to work on it. So each person is different.
You got it. If you have any questions.
Okay? So what I'm going to do is go through step by step what I did to get Starla to this point. Now, when I began on her this morning, what I did was first off use a cleansing shampoo. And the reason why I would use the cleansing shampoo first, come on in.
Sorry.
I use a cleansing shampoo. And the cleansing shampoo is basically to rid the hair of all the elements that just daily wear and tear puts in the hair. And when you have hair, you know, that's straight, that you want to keep straight, there's usually some kind of oil or some kind of serum or polishes you put in your hair. So I just want to make sure all of that is out before I begin to add moisture.